Published 0948 Est, the 23rd of November 2017. Updated 1103 Est, the 23rd of November 2017. Reality TV star Jeremy McConnell arrives at Cardiff Magistrates Court this afternoon. Reality TV star Jeremy McConnell has been jailed for 18 weeks after skipping community service to get a beard and hair transplant. McConnell, from Dublin, was told he will spend Christmas locked up during a short hearing at Cardiff Crown Court today. The former Big Brother contestant was hauled back into the dock after he failed to comply with a community work order that he was given in August. McConnell was handed a 20-week suspended sentence and ordered to carry out 200 hours of unpaid work, after being found guilty of assaulting his ex-girlfriend Stephanie Davis. During today's hearing, probation services recommended he be given extra hours of unpaid work for missing 8 work appointments. But District Judge Wendy Lloyd dismissed the recommendations and told McConnell he was being sent to jail. Speaking via video link from Liverpool Magistrates Court, she said, "After trial I convicted you of a vicious alcohol-fueled attack on your partner and the mother of your child. She received a number of injuries and you also damaged her property. You showed no regard for your little baby, who was caught up in the violence. I was anxious to protect other women from your violence in future, so I gave you a suspended sentence with rehabilitation requirements. Your solicitor said it would be unjust to activate that sentence." McConnell, who was handed a suspended sentence and the community order assaulting ex-girlfriend Stephanie Davis, the pair together skipped on community service to go to Istanbul. Left, however, I find the reality is that your enthusiasm for cooperation has been short-lived and there's nothing to show in the future. Things will change. You have done some of the work and it seems fair that I give you some discount for that. I sentence you to 18 weeks of imprisonment out of the original 20. McConnell was seen checking his phone as he arrived at Cardiff Magistrates Court today. McConnell's head remained bowed after hearing he would face jail, and remained silent as he was taken away by 2 dock officers. After he was jailed, the TV star's solicitor James Morris announced he intended to appeal the sentence. Judge Wendy Lloyd said the request would need to be made in writing and to another judge. Mr. Morris said he would be lodging the appeal later this afternoon. He said McConnell had already completed 76 of his 200 hours, and blamed his absences to him going through a very dark period in his personal life. He said there were some stories in the media regarding people he'd befriended during his unpaid work and what'd sold their stories in the papers. He felt his confidence was being breached and he fell back in his unpaid work and supervision appointments. But he's shown a marked improvement most recently. Any direction to activate his suspended sentence would undo that work. Despite being pictured wearing a high-vis jacket while sweeping roads around the Welsh capital, McConnell skipped out on doing his total required hours. Instead, he went to get a hair and beard transplant at a clinic in Istanbul. McConnell told friends to have a good Christmas on his Snapchat account as he faced jail for skipping on community service. Left, carry out the order in Cardiff to get a beard transplant. Ms. Davis leaves Liverpool Magistrates Court during McConnell's trial in August this year. Sources close to McConnell said it was so he can look the best he can as he propels himself back into the spotlight in upcoming projects. Dressed in a hoodie and ripped jeans, he bowed his head as he walked past photographers waiting for him outside. While he appeared remorseful on his way into the court before arriving, he posted sarcastically on his Snapchat account, "If I don't see yas, have a good Christmas." McConnell's jail sentence followed a high-profile trial after he was found guilty of attacking former Hollyoaks star Miss Davis at her home in Rainhill, Merseyside in March this year. During proceedings in August, a judge said McConnell had shown no remorse for the attack on his ex-girlfriend or the impact it must have had on their son, Cabin. A judge said McConnell had shown no remorse for the attack on his ex-girlfriend or the impact it must have had on their son, Cabin. Pictured the family together. Miss Davis told the court that McConnell threw her around like a rag doll as she thought, "This is it, he's going to kill me." McConnell's lawyer James Morris told the court the Dubliner's tough upbringing and a series of personal family tragedies had left him with demons. Mr. Morris said it's extremely sad when relationships break down. It's fair to say this was a volatile relationship where accusations of infidelity reared their ugly heads on a regular basis. Mr. McConnell had a difficult upbringing in Dublin. He lost his mother at the age of 15, and in the same year, a brother and sister. His father was left as a single parent who had to bring up family on his own. There is bereavement issues that Mr. McConnell has not dealt with. Mr. McConnell sadly lost his father this year and attended his father's funeral with Miss Davis 3 days prior to this incident, and was in a very low frame of mind in the days leading up to this incident. McConnell smiles at supporters as he leaves Liverpool Crown Court after being given a suspended sentence for attacking Miss Davis in August. Mr. McConnell clearly has had a number of demons in his past that needs to be addressed. Mr. Morris said the defendant had attended Smarmore Castle, a private rehab clinic in Ireland, to be treated for chemical dependency, and he was now free of cocaine use. At another court hearing, Miss Davis said McConnell suspected her of a lesbian affair and a fling with a fireman as he attacked her at her home in March. She described the assault like something out of a horror, adding that McConnell threatened to smash a bottle over his head. The prosecution said the assault took place as Miss Davis held their 8-week-old son in her arms, a claim that was denied by McConnell. The former Hollyoaks actress said, "He's completely destroyed my life. It's been the worst 18 months of my life." She also told the court he threatened to throw acid in my face.